My name is Chao Lu, and I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Genetics and Development at Columbia University. So the title of my research project is the role of histone methyltransferase, NSD1, in squamous cell carcinoma immune evasion. Collectively, squamous cell carcinomas are the most common type of solid tumors. And head and neck are a major body site affected by squamous cell carcinoma. And head and neck squamous cell carcinoma alone is the 6th most common cancer type worldwide. And in US alone, there are about 60,000 patients that are affected every year. As with all cancers, the prognosis is highly dependent on the stage of the tumor. So if the head and neck cancer is local, the prognosis is good because surgeon can locally remove the tumor. However, in late stage head and neck cancer, which are recurrent after surgery or initial chemo radiation therapy, the prognosis is pretty poor. And I would say it's between 25% to 50% of 5-year survival rate. The specific cancer type we're focused on is squamous cell carcinoma affecting head and neck, so head and neck squamous cell carcinoma. Recent FDA approved immunotherapy for head and neck squamous cell carcinoma that has really saved lives of many head and neck cancer patients. However, we know that not all patients benefit from immunotherapies. So this project really is built on our findings that a gene named NSD1, which is frequently mutated in both head and neck cell carcinoma as well as other squamous cell carcinomas. And this is the gene that involved in silencing other genes that play a role in the tumor's recognition by our immune system. So NSD1 is a gene that are important for packaging of our genetic material and also allowing the specific genes to get turned on and turned off at doing specific time. So it regulates the expression of genes, other genes in our cells. As you can imagine, its own regulation is highly regulated. So it's only expressed in certain developmental stage or under different stimuli. To be honest, we still don't know a lot about NSD1, this particular gene, which I think is something our study can also offer. In addition to its role in the cancer immunotherapy, we will also gain some fundamental understanding of how NSD1 works and its role in genome regulation. The project's goal is to study how the mutations in NSD1 allows the tumor to escape from the detection by our own body's immune cells. In the short term, we hope that our result can help uncover new biomarkers that can predict if a patient with head and neck cancer would be more likely or less likely to respond to immunotherapy. And over the long term, we hope that our result can identify new targets for therapeutic intervention, which can be combined with immunotherapy so that more head and neck cancer patients will benefit from this combination therapy. There are two major subtypes of head and neck squamous cell carcinoma. One is caused by the HPV virus. And the other is caused by heavy smoking and drinking. So we find that NSD1 mutation is relatively rare in the HPV positive head and neck cancer, but highly frequent in the smoking and the drinking associated head and neck cancer. In the clinic, those patients tend to respond better to immunotherapy. But what we found is that when NSD1 is also mutated in those tumors, instead the tumors are likely to be unresponsive to immunotherapy. So we're hoping that by understanding how NSD1 works, we can devise a new therapy to turn those immunotherapy resistant tumors into immunotherapy sensitive tumors. Head and neck squamous cell carcinoma mainly affect the mucous membranes in your oral cavity, as well as the pharynx and larynx, so the upper aerodigestive tract. However, the genes were interesting is also mutated in other squamous cell carcinomas, such as skin, as well as lung. And because the biology of squamous cell carcinoma is also very much conserved between different body sites, so we hope that what we find with our studies on head and neck squamous cell carcinoma can be applied to other types of squamous cell carcinomas, expanding the impact of our findings. We have both local as well as international collaborators. As you know, addressing a significant challenge in cancer research always requires teamwork these days. And our collaborators bring in expertise in various areas. And we have collaborators that are head and neck pathologist, medical oncologist, as well as computational biologist. And the collaboration is a fun part of science that we're enjoying very much every day. We're very excited about this project. Like I said, it's a high-risk, high-work project that we really appreciate Carcinoma Foundation decided to give us the opportunity. And we think our project will eventually lead to a better management of head and neck squamous cell carcinoma, as well as other squamous cell carcinoma patients. The project obviously right now with COVID pandemic has been delayed, but now we have been back in the lab for the past 6 months or so. So the funding really comes as a very critical stage of the project. And we're really hoping that the next year, with the help of the funding from Carcinoma Foundation, we'll be able to make significant progress and hopefully translating into something that goes into the clinic to help patients.